Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Miraculous Monday. Few announcements for today. There was a situation that happened with the channel, which I'm not going to go into, but I do want to plug my Twitter because I was posting some updates there. So if anything happens again in the future, definitely go follow there. Another announcement, since Season 4 has officially ended, I am looking for new video ideas as far as what I can do in the meantime until we get some news on Season 5. So if you have any things that you'd like to see me do, please let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop right into this video. Life lessons from Cat Noir. Life is short, so smile when you still have teeth. That's a fun quote. Definitely not the best one, I would say. It's definitely kind of a sad one, I would say. You're gonna lose your teeth someday, so smile. I don't know about that one. The two types of people when dealing with a spider. The two types of people when dealing with a spider, kind enough to release it back to the wild, born to kill. Yeah, well. Okay, I try to release animals and insects when they, invade on my space back to the wild. Like on Twitter, plugging this again, I posted like, hey, look, there's a ladybug in my office. How fun. And I did capture it and release it back into the wild. But spiders, yeah, no, not. Unless if they're like in a convenient place, like already under a cup, then like I'll just put it outside and let it go back out. But most of the time they try to like squirm around and it's like, ugh, I don't like touching spiders. It's not fun. So yeah, I'm probably on the middle on this one. Zoe Lee by Laura Denchen-Dimas. I don't know, I'm sorry. Jeez. Oh, this is so good. I love all the designs. You did a really good job recreating her. This is awesome. I love your art style. Drew Luca for my birthday today. It's my first time posting here. I hope everyone enjoys. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. I love the flowers. That's so nice. Now we need one for Luca as well. Did I say Luca? I feel like I said Luca in the title, but maybe I didn't. I'm not sure. There's a good chance I said Luca. I meant Julica, guys. So I don't know why I misread that, but yeah. Looks really nice. I like it. Secret Society masks from Gabriel Agreste foreshadowing Season 5 Miraculous holders. Oh, this is a good idea. Audrey Bourgeois as the tigress. Okay, Tomoe as the dragon. Makes sense. Rob Roth as the pig. Yeah. Emily as the bunny. Maybe go back in time to save her sister. Okay. Or Amelie, sorry, Amelie. That is such a good theory. How has nobody thought of that before? That's definitely gonna happen. That's such a good idea. Oh my gosh. Good job. I think this person's right. I think this is perfect. Great foreshadowing. They do that a lot in the show, so I think this is definitely accurate. Quick sketch of Adrianette from Camp Long timeline before the disaster happened. Aw, that's so nice. I love this art style. It just, I don't know, something about it just makes you have a smile on your face. It puts a smile right on there. It's like, if you're having a bad day, slap a smile on there. Oh my gosh, that's so good. This person definitely has a future as an artist, I can tell. It looks very good. Give me a Miraculous Ladybug opinion that will make the community go like this. Okay, so it's Marvel and DC bowing to each other. I've got a good one, sort of related, and I did see that the top post for today does have more information on this, so definitely stay watching because it's very important to the fandom. But the opinion would be that Zag is terrible. And you'll see why soon, if you don't already know. When Cat Noir isn't even in the front. Yeah, well, I mean, this is representing Season 4, and in Season 4, he was just treated like every other hero, except for the fact that, he got to keep his Miraculous. That's just how it was. He wasn't treated like a main character or, the other head team leader. He was treated just like everyone else, which we learned about in that one episode that I am blanking on, because I'm bad. Maybe Kuroneko, I don't remember. I think it's that, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Kuroneko. But anyway, hopefully in Season 5, we'll start to see promotional art that shows Ladybug and Cat Noir as equals, as I think that's where they're building up to be. So if they did do this on purpose, like how I just described, it's very good, design and, thinking about it, because Cat Noir was essentially equal to all of those people. He wasn't treated you know, like Ladybug, he was treated like everyone else because that's how Ladybug was choosing to treat him. But now in season 5, hopefully he's treated as an equal. So we'll just see how that goes. Chloe Bourgeois by the same person earlier that I totally butchered their name. We're seeing a lot of fan art today, which I like. This Chloe fits really well. The artist does a really good job at portraying Chloe how she is. Good job. You're really talented. Prepared for downvotes. If she was a side character, people would have a very different opinion. You decide to do selfish acts, it's seen as fine. Other characters like Chloe and Lila decide for the same, and it's seen as wrong. That doesn't seem fair. Well, I mean, obviously, if she was a side character, people wouldn't. That's, you know, main characters are meant to be selfish. That's sort of the whole point of main characters, right? You know, the show and the world that they are in, since they are a fictional world, the world revolves around them. Whereas in real life, the world doesn't revolve around any of us. But the world revolves around Marinette. So of course she's gonna be selfish, and of course she can get away with it because that's how the show is written. So of course if she was a main character, you know, it would be seen as like, oh, because the world's not supposed to revolve around you, right? If she wasn't the main character. So it's like, yeah, of course, that makes sense. Chloe and Lila are the antagonists, some of the antagonists of the show. So, of course, the fans are gonna be like, boo, those people, because they're not doing good things. You know, they're hurting the protagonist's agenda, which typically, you know, the fans are going to support the protagonist because the show is about them. And the antagonist, the people who try to get in their way, people are gonna like that. But also, I think something that this post is missing is that Marinette often acts selfish, sure, in, you know, unjustified ways, maybe to fulfill her own gain, but it's seen, like, what she's doing is seen in more of a good light, whereas, you know, Chloe and Lila, when they do selfish things, right, they're actively hurting people, right? They're lying and getting the whole school to hate Marinette. It's like, that is obviously a mean thing to do, right? You know, Ladybug, Marinette, may be like, I'm gonna try to stop Adrien from leaving because I don't want him to leave, that's selfish, as this is saying. But, you know, as she pointed out, people of Paris would love if Adrien were to stay, right? So it's just that whole thing of like, sure, they're both doing selfish things, and sure, people don't like care that Marinette's doing them as much as they care that Chloe and Lila are, but also you have to look at the weight of what they're doing. Like, Marinette just likes a guy and does things to get closer to the guy. Chloe and Lila try to ruin people's lives. There's a difference. Reveal this, Senti Monster that, when are we getting a girls' day with Kagami? You know, that is a good question. Hopefully in season 5. Miraculous Adrien. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. That's so cool. I love this. Oh my gosh. This is a great poster. I don't know if it's meant to be a poster, but it just looks like a poster. This is awesome. So much good fan art this week. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. So about those season 5 episode titles, Miraculous Staff. Here's all the episode titles of season 5 of Miraculous. Hope you're all looking forward to the 5th season. Can't wait, and this time you're gonna air them in order, right? You're gonna order them in order, right? You're gonna air them in order, right? Yeah. And you see, this time it actually matters because presumably in each episode, Hawkmoth is going to be giving a Miraculous, and then Ladybug's going to be getting it back, right? Presumably that's what the flow of the season is going to be, right? Each episode there's a new Miraculous, and in each episode Hawkmoth loses that Miraculous because he's dumb. So you would think that, you know, if we just see, you know, one of the later episodes where Ladybug has all these Miraculous back, if that's the first episode, they're going to be like, oh, great, now we know which episodes, which people get what back, and I mean, it's kind of already obvious, but it's like, oh, fantastic, no tension. But like, even if it's just a few episodes, right? It's like, oh, Ladybug gets, you know, the Bunny Miraculous back already? We haven't even seen that episode. That's pretty crazy. And then it's already like, you already know what happens for the episode, basically. You at least know that she's gonna get it back. There's no tension, right? Because obviously there's more episodes than Miraculous, so it's like, ooh, what if she's not successful one episode, but if you see the Miraculous in a future episode that's already aired, it's like, oh, well, I guess she was successful. There's no tension. So it actually matters this season, but they're not gonna do anything. They're gonna air them out of order probably, so yeah, just kind of sucks. The new season of Power Rangers is looking good. Yep, would you look at that? Except for, they're all gone now. Jeez. No more Power Rangers, just Ladybug and Cat Noir, because they all no longer have a Miraculous. So, good try, I guess, but they're gonna have to get them all back. And for the Tom Post of the Week, I'm glad he's doing what's best for him. So Joe Oakman, aka the voice of Mayor Bourgeois, has just announced via Instagram that he's most likely to be replaced in Season 5 because he has decided to leave the show. His reason for leaving was that other voice actors on the show had asked for a pay raise and was refused. He said that Miraculous is the lowest paying show he has ever worked on, despite it also being the most popular show he's ever worked on. So essentially what's happening, and we've seen this with Joe here, and also the voice actress for Julika and Rose, they actually are voiced by the same person, and Sabine, the new voice actress for Sabine too. So that's 3 people who have already said they're not coming back for Season 5, and it's because, well, the other 2, they have already confirmed. Joe is a little bit on the edge. He's most likely not going to come back, but he said, like, you know, he's thinking about it or whatnot. So he's, you know, he was a little bit vague. We don't know if he's actually decided to leave or not, but it sort of sounds like he's going to. And there are likely going to be more in the coming days. Like, this post was released today. Like, this is the first time I've seen a post that was released on a Sunday get up in the charts fast enough for it to be, especially even on top post, in the same day, right? So it's like, it's crazy. So essentially, going back to that other post that I was like, ooh, Zag's bad, they're not paying their voice actors and actresses enough. Miraculous is one of the most, if not the most popular kids TV show in the world. They get tons of money, but yet they're so greedy that they can't even pay their voice actors and actresses a living wage, right? Like they asked for a simple pay raise, they were denied, and so now they decided to leave. It's like, how can, you know, just a simple pay raise on the most popular show in the world, how could you not do that, right? These voices are iconic. They can't just, you know, be like, we're gonna replace them. Like, the fans are obviously going to retaliate, and they are. This is all going down today as far as I'm aware. So yeah, it's just a whole big mess. We're likely to see more come out in the next few days doing that, and I've been trying to reach out to the folks who have said that they are leaving, and I will try to reach out to any future ones who do, asking them some questions to see if they can elaborate. But just what Zag is doing here is really not good. And another thing that's happened is they've been asking, for example, the voice of Ladybug, Christina, what's her name? Christina V. Like, she, as far as I'm aware, she was like forced to sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, to say, okay, I'm not going to talk about how much I'm being paid, because the voice actors and actresses who are, more top, like Christina and Bryce, voice actors for Marinette and Adrian, they're being paid more because, they're the main characters, right? And they had to sign an agreement, which is not legal, by the way, that said, we're not going to discuss how much we're being paid with the other voice actors and actresses. It's like, that's kind of shady business. And let me just be clear that this is probably the exact same reason why we're not seeing SAMG in any more seasons, because Zag is just so greedy that they're like, I don't care. I'm going to keep this money for myself and not put it back into the show. It's like, why? You have the money. How greedy can you be? The #1 most popular TV show in the world, you're not putting the money that you're making from it back into the show. You're just decreasing the quality. You're decreasing the wages. I don't actually know if they've decreased the wages, but they're just not increasing them to, pay people a decent wage. It'd be one thing if the show was just starting out and they were barely making any money, but they have a bunch of, ads and They got a bunch of, you know, merchandise. They're making a ton of money, guys. And they're just being greedy and not giving it back to the people who deserve it, right? They make this show, you know? The animators, the voice actors and actresses, like, they need money. They deserve money too. And it's like, they're not being paid for what they deserve. So it's just a really bad situation. I'm planning on making a whole separate video about this, but you know, if you can spread the word, you know, go on Germany's and whatnot, tell them to pay, you know, their actresses and actors fairly. It's crazy. It's just a really big mess. So Zag really not looking like a good company right now. So yeah, there's the big news story for you. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, you can leave a like and subscribe for more content similar to this. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Quick sketch of Adrianette from the... Quick sketch of the Adrianette... No.